My God, 4 straight days. I'm doing a video report. When's the last time that happened? Hey guys, DeMarco here, but if I have to tell you that, well, what the hell are you watching the video report for in the first place? 38-17 run with the complimentary plays after cashing in yet again last night with the Rams and the Cardinals staying under the posted price. A great weekend for me in terms of the Super Wild Card weekend, as I went 2-0 with my premium plays, cashing in with a raise the bar 20 dimer on the Chiefs on Sunday, and last night with a normal top rated 15 dime play with the Rams, and of course here on the video report going 4-1 with the complimentary wild card plays. FYI, that little quirky stat that hit at an 84% clip during the regular season, where if you could simply pick the straight up winners, you won a fortune, 84% cashing in terms of against the spread. Well, the straight up winners went 6-0 versus the odds makers here in the wild card weekend. And how about the home favorites going 5-1, with the only one ruining the dance being the San Francisco 49ers getting the win and cover at Dallas. So another weekend of football awaits us, but that's for a few days away. I've got a complimentary play coming up on the Big Ten game between Wisconsin and Wisconsin and Northwestern in just a second. For me today, I think the best bet is actually kind of an obscure game, but listen, I've said many times, when it comes to college basketball and college football, I believe in concentrating the most where the odds makers concentrate the least. It's often the non-marquee games where you find your best value on the board. And tonight, to me, it's actually going to be the game between Iona and Monmouth. It's my MAAC game of the year, and it's college basketball winner number 4 in a row, winning day number 5 out of 6, and it's going to be the half price play of the day simply by using coupon code. Let's come up with something original. How about the word half? HALF. That's what I've got going today. By the way, on this day in history, something I used to do a lot when I used to have fun doing these video reports, before I got leukemia, in fact. But anyway, on this day in history, do you realize on this day, Major League Baseball first approved the owners' interleague play back in 1996? In music history on this day, the Beatles made their first ever appearance on the Billboard top charts with I Want to Hold Your Hand, debuting at number 45 back in 1964. The Bad, in 1975, Barry Manilow had his first #1 hit with Mandy, topping the charts in 1975. And it was all downhill from there. Okay, let's move on to the more important stuff. Hey, listen, hopefully it amused you. Listen, I like Wisconsin here, minus the 2.5. Actually, it's up to -3 now in most books at Northwestern. Northwestern did win at Michigan State. It was a huge win for Northwestern, snapping a 4-game slide, knocking off number 10 Michigan State 64-62 on Saturday. But as I often like to say, was it a case of Northwestern winning or Michigan State losing? Now, again, huge win for the Wildcats. Their first road win over a top 10 team in nearly 5 years. And they accomplished that win minus one of their top scorers, Pete Nance, who averages 17 points, 7 rebounds, shoots 51% from the field. A guy who was coming off a career-high 28 points and matched his career high with 14 rebounds in a double overtime loss to Maryland in their previous game. He was out with a sprained ankle. And yet, Ryan Young stepped in, a guy who was averaging like 10 points, 4.5 rebounds a game, and he stepped into the starting lineup and had 18 points and 8 rebounds to pace the Wildcats in that victory. But for a Spartans team that entered that game 14-2 with 9 straight wins and 5-0 conference play, what happened to Tom Izzo's team? Well, they committed 17 turnovers that led to 16 points for Northwestern. The other thing that Northwestern did extremely well in that game, they out-rebounded Michigan State by 5. They owned a commanding 17-8 advantage on the offensive glass, and they used those offensive rebounds to have a big edge in second chance points, where they got 16 of them. They won that game despite shooting just 34.8% from the field. You're not going to find many teams beating a better team on the road, no less, shooting under 35% from the field. So the metrics just don't add up. Now, meanwhile, you got number 3 Wisconsin, winning its sixth straight home game last Thursday, beating Ohio State 78-68. And that was a revenge game for the Badgers, too. If that game had been played on Saturday or Sunday, I'd be a little concerned that not enough water had gone under the bridge before this game was being played. But you got a Wisconsin team that's outstanding defensively, gives up like 65 points a game. And you also have Johnny Davis, their best player, who averages 21.7 points, 75.5 rebounds, who was coming off a season low in points, 14 against the Buckeyes, who had his worst shooting performance of the season, 4 for 18. And this is a guy who hits at about a 44% clip from the field. So I like Wisconsin here. You're getting a discount on the Badgers the way I look at it, because if Northwestern had lost at Michigan State, just lost the game, Wisconsin would have been favored by at least 5 in this game. If Northwestern had been bludgeoned at Michigan State, Wisconsin would have been favored by 6 to 7 points in this game. Instead, because Northwestern played well, and truth be told, even in its 4 previous losses, Northwestern had played some competitive ball. But because Northwestern won the game outright, this line has been reduced. The better team is Wisconsin. We're getting a price break. That's why I like the Badgers minus the 3 points in this one. That'll do it. I wish you well, guys. And God, maybe I'll talk to you again tomorrow. 5 straight days could be. Good luck, everybody.